picked up 3 Southern California Joanns. Talk about a last hurrah, huh? So the first Joann's I stopped at was with Jackie. Tiny little blessings. Oh, and her little buddy. Can't forget him. He was a real entertainment of the day. I thoroughly enjoyed that guy. So the first Joann's that we stopped at was in Oxnard, California. It's along the coast. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful scenic drive. What did I find? So let's see. Big twist. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to do this. I don't even have the whole intermission. I need a second. Hold on. I don't even have my whole loot. My haul. Hold on. I'm still on that vacation mode buzz. Oxnard Joann's. So all of their magazines were on sale. If you've been around for a little while, you know that Noro is my dream yarn. I have a little bit and I am forever trying to find the ideal perfect pattern. It's not collecting dust because I take it out and snuggle with it very often. So at the Joann's in the magazine rack, they had a Noro edition. It's Japanese silk, a lot of it's silk based. It's just a very luxurious, very watercolorish colors of yarn. They usually have a theme with each season that they come out with, and it's usually very organic or nature-based themes. Usually the Noro magazines are $9.99. I picked this one up for $4 to add to my collection of Noro magazines. This one's issue number 24. Very good bathroom read. What else did I get? So I got Big Twist. I picked up this Safety Yellow to go with the glow-in-the-dark yarn that Felicity at Felicity Creates It All showed me how to make. So I can make my walking neighbor something daytime electric, nighttime electric, safety first neighbors. This one was $1.80. I have no clue what to do with the rest of it. This is way more than I need for a hat. It says for a hat I need half. You know, I'm gonna really miss that about Big Twist. They really do guesstimate while you're in the store, so you don't have to pattern hunt, for about how much you might need. So that will go with the glow in the dark. But then I was moseying around and I saw these for $2.80. Big Twist Jelly Bean. What? I can do something fun with that. And with the glow in the dark, which is actually like a white acrylic. My neighbor's safety matters to me. I got 2 of those because I thought if I use one, if I use the other, if I need 2. I didn't know. How much did it say I might need? 1 for a cap. Half of the other one. So I got 2. They were fun. Sadly, I'll never see it again. So it's a green, a neon green. What's the color? Sour green apple. They did good. Good job, Big Twist. So it's a green, and then it has a yellow, orange, green, deep red thread twisted around it, which adds the fun. Got that. And then when Jackie was showing her haul a little while back, she showed some floss keepers, and I saw that they were clearancing them out for $1.60. So I got some kitty cat floss keepers to put in my Irish crochet box that I have with all the little where I have to separate them and wind them up. I thought this would just be an adorable way to help keep the separated threads apart. They're like a very hard, what's that board called? Oh my gosh. It's like a woody cardboard kind of. They use it for scrapbookings or if you're going to make a memory book for the back. So I got those for my Irish crochet kit. That was awesome fun. And then I hung out with Sarah. And then I have never felt so appreciated in my life that I can remember. My family appreciates me. I do stuff around the house to keep the house running smooth, and my regular little chores and stuff that I do to keep things clean and tidy. But to have someone say thank you, like sincerely thank you for going out of your way and doing little things to help somebody else in their daily routine, that felt so good, so rewarding. I'm definitely gonna hold on to those compliments for a lifetime, right? So then I got back on the road to come home, and I didn't want to just rush home. Like, I wanted to extend the adventure a little longer. I don't want to go from point A to point B. There's stuff in between I need to see. So when I left Glendale, in Glendale, before you hit Burbank, heading home, Sarah had a Joann's. So I wanted to go check out Sarah's Joann's and see what was going on over there. That was a packed madhouse. Look, 5 days till closing. 5 days till closing. So everything was super, super cheap. I still ended up spending 20 bucks. So let's see. A while back, I went to a Joann's when it wasn't, I think everything was just 50% off. And they had some crochet kits. I found Philippe, F-I-E, no, there's no L, F-I-E-P, flip, puppy flip, crochet kit. This crochet kit was $9, but I have some logic behind it. So I noticed that these did not come with a hook. It says you still need a hook. It comes with an instructional manual, 2 colors of quality yarn, safety eyes, and stuffing material. The reason why I could justify it was the sheep's PGs. It's the Katona. The Katona. Yarn in Pajamas, Rebecca, uses this when she does her amigurumis, and I've always wondered what the texture was like. She makes those little gnomes and everything, and they're just absolutely clean. The stitches pop. They look great, and I've always been curious about it. And so I've seen this yarn on Etsy and around, but I have never gotten my hands on any because the shipping is kind of intimidating to order it from a warehouse. So I thought, you know what, it's a kit. It's a pattern. You pay a couple bucks for the pattern. I would have paid a couple bucks for each one of the colors. I'll give it a go. So we have that in our future. It's cute. He's a two-tone. He's got the dark and the tan, and then the dark and the tan. Fun, fun. And then, oh, I'm looking at my receipt. Oh, so for the Little Free Library, I found these little plastic Easter eggs, but they're frogs. Wouldn't that be cute to put like a little bookmark or a little something in there and put it in my Little Free Library as like a random act of kindness? Maybe not necessarily crochet, but I could put some little stickers in there or something. So I picked those up. Those were 90 cents. Cheaper than the $1.25 tree. And, oh, so story time. In the front window to my house, I have a very beautiful Russian tea set that my very, very bestie friend, Laura, from high school, gave to me. And I set up a tea set, and then I have like little polymer cupcakes and little sweet treats. I have one that looks like a Rice Krispie bar, and I used some fluff, some very, very fluffy yarn from Hobby Lobby one time, and I made a cotton candy stick. And then the kids have those crazy straws that you drink milk out of. but they're in their names. So I have those in like a little vase, and it's a very cute tea shop, pastry shop window in my plant window in my kitchen above my sink. All that to say, I bought these for $1. This is one of those little cosmic brownies that I'll put on one of the little tea saucers. And it kind of looks like they used gravel fish tank rocks on it. It's a brownie. There's glitter. It's a cosmic fudge brownie that I'll put on there. And they had a glittery, since we're a Starbucks family, since Nola got her job. So I got like a little to-go coffee cup to put up there with my tea set. How cute. It's a tasty cone. A little ice cream, vanilla and chocolate swirl to go in my window. If I remember, I will take a picture of the window as is so that, oh no, it's pretty dusty. We better not do that. Okay, don't judge me. It is the dustiest part of my house, but it is a pastry tea shop window decor. I'll take a picture and I'll put it at the end of the video. But don't judge me. I have dust. I got a lot of dust. So with the scrubbies, with Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, I made a scrubby for Sarah. I used it as much as she'd possibly let me use it, and to see the 3 different types of yarns that we use in the dishcloth, the Wipeout Wednesday, and they all held up. They held up perfectly fine. One of them, I used some of the Lion brand scrubby around the corners, and it was awesome for like, if you had a little speck of something and you wanted to scrub it off, or around the brim of a cup just to make sure that it was nice and clean. I outlined it in that scrubby. Amazing. I really enjoyed using it. So when I was at the Glendale Joann's, I found some of this scrubby. It was $1.65. And I'm just going to throw it in my cotton bin and incorporate when I can. I know it's not the same stuff, but it's still just that little bit of broken up the cotton texture, just breaks it up. And the color is Capri. Cute. It has multiple colors, so I thought it would go with whatever yarn I was working on. I won't add it to every single one because I don't always use them for scrubbies. Sometimes they're crumb catchers. I got a new coffee mug. High fiber diet to go with the granny mug. I've been using that granny mug every day that I'm home. Let's see. I was just looking. It says Big Twist 14-ounce coffee mug. How much did this cost me? $2.70? Heck yeah. And it's got a little smiley to remind me. Coffee makes life good. Got me one of those. One more thing. I know. How much did I spend? I spent 20 bucks. So I did good. A Katona. A Sheepskis Katona. This is a Kiki Duck. This one was cheaper though. This one was... What? There's the 3 ornaments. There's the frogs. There's the kit. There's the high fiber. Oh, I feel terrible. I stole the Kiki the duck. I put everything on the counter and it was up to the chick to ring me up, right? Oh, I didn't even pay attention. Okay, let me look again. The scrubby yarn, $1.65. The coffee mug, $2.70. Hard puppy crochet kit was originally $29.99. It was 70% off. It was $9. The next line says plastic frogs, 90 cents. Red coffee cup ornate, $1.30. And she rang me up for 3 of those, which that wasn't 3 of those, but whatever. And that's the end of my receipt. technically I got a better deal than I thought I got, because I think this one was like $5 and this one was like $9, which I was kind of wondering. It's not that big of a difference in the yarn. Actually, this does have quite a bit of yarn in it. Now that I look, those are itty bitties. And again, there's no hook in this one like some of the other, like the Woobles kits had hooks in them. I don't know what kind. You couldn't see through because there was no window on those. And I was wondering if they were the cute patterned ones. So this comes with instruction manual, 2 colors of quality yarns, fluff and stuff, and safety eyes. I'm a thief. Dude, I feel really bad about that. I stole a duck. I don't know how to make that right. I mean, I can't drive 6 hours all the way back to Glendale. I know that's what Sarah would want me to do, but I can't go all the way back to Glendale and give them $5. I can't even mail it. They're going to be closed. This one was closing in 5 days. My check wouldn't even get there in time. How am I going to make that right with the universe? I have to give it away. I can't keep this. I did not pay for it. Okay, this is what we'll do. I'm going to make it, and I'm going to go put it in the little free library, and I'm going to give it back to the community because, oh, I don't need that. Okay. Well, moving on. I hope you don't think less of me. I just got done saying how it feels so good to have people appreciate you, and then I tell you I'm a thief. Oh, no. Well, moving right along. After I left Glendale, I hopped on the freeway and I saw a bunch of like really vibrant blue Corvettes. It was like a fleet of Corvettes like darting in and out of traffic. That was insane. I got a picture of 2 of them side by side to show my son. Ryan is absolutely obsessed with high performance vehicles. As should every 11-year-old boy have an interest so passionate, right? So then I cruised all the way through there. Tons of sights to see. The traffic was rolling. It wasn't stopped. It wasn't no risk of getting hit front or back. None of that crazy accidents, freeway traffic accident stuff. We were just cruising right along. There were some slow points, but I kind of appreciate it because it let me get a good look around. They have these canals, these cemented canals. I'm sure you guys have seen it in movies. They're these cemented canals where you usually see like streetcar racing at night or spooky hobo camp or something like that. The ones I saw were actually like little nature reserves down in the middle. So the cement embankments came down. There was waterways going through it, but there were like trees in there and rocks and little water features, not man-made. It looked extremely natural. It was beautiful. It was like a little river just that you would see in any town, but because there's so many people living in such a small spot, I'm glad that they found ways to let nature take over and do its thing. It's beautiful. So then I got all the way up to Santa Clarita. Did you watch that Drew Barrymore show? I think it was Drew Barrymore. The Santa Clarita Diet. That was hilarious. I remember watching that a few years ago. It's the only thing I know about Santa Clarita. There's one like main thoroughway that goes all the way through from where I was, and it's like 50 miles per hour. And people are just hauling butt down this corridor to get down to the freeway. And they have the road construction signs, you know, the digital ones. It said, caution, drive safe. And then the next one to flash up said duck Xing, duck crossing. And I'm thinking at 50 miles per hour, hauling butt through Santa Clarita, I gotta look for a duck? It's like a video game. What the heck? I didn't see any ducks. No ducks were harmed in my hauling butt through Santa Clarita. But I did go to the Joann's. Closing a few days after the other Joann's. None of my business. I don't think they changed their signs. I think they're all pretty much due to close the same day, huh? Oh, what did I find? Let's start with the good stuff. Bam! Eva! I found all the shades of purple. Lilies and cream. So I've been chunking away at my kitchen cottons with Mad Mimi's project with the Year of Dishcloths. So I thought that was beautiful. Purple? Ooh, I'm gonna have fun with it. And these were... I got all 4 of them for $2. I don't know how. I don't know what happened. I was expecting them to be like right around maybe a little over $1 a piece because everything in the store was like, these say 80% off. So I was, I don't know. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Joann's, for making sure that my butt is scrubby. DMC embroidery hoops. I collect vintage embroidery hoops. I don't necessarily use them. I just like the way that they look. I will be using them to help me sew and stitch on. So I use them for little things. My Nola does a lot of embroidery. Right now she's working on a Renaissance costume for fun. And she's embroidering the top part of the corset. So I kind of picked these up for display. Kind of picked them up for her. We're a crafty house. We'll use them. I got it because of the interesting shape. And these were 90 cents each. And they're DMC brand. And then I got this one. What a neat oval shape. Not just your typical circles. So I thought if she made something, we could leave it displayed in this and hang it on the wall. That was a little fun find. Let's see. Oh, okay. The sugar and cream. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Slow down. The sugar and cream scrub off. So this is the highly textured one, which I thought would be fun for the Year of Dishcloths. It's aqua into sky blue, and it's got some teal in the middle, and some scrubby. These are Sarah's colors. I might have to send her some Sorry I Ran Away From Home dishcloths. The sunshine didn't really match her decor, but I thought of her. I brought her something fun that we could like really use and abuse while I was there and see if we could like, you know, tear it up a little bit. They use cast iron like we do here at home. So I know that the cast iron skillets are, when you run it with hot water, you don't really scrub them with soap, but you know, flush them clean with hot water and give them a good dry. I was using that scrubby a little bit in there. So I think we'll see. We'll see what I can come up with. Lara, I need you to draw one for Sarah, another one for Sarah. Let's see. Sugar and cream, sugar and cream. What is Simply Crochet? Oh, okay. So they had another magazine rack. This Crochet, Simply Crochet magazine, has tons of cute patterns, embellishments, just some fun stuff. And it was in a basket and everything was marked $2. When she rang it up, it came up to $1.25. It's been opened. It looks like there's a magazine and some informational, like the bonus packet or whatever. It does not have the freebie, but seriously, those are stitch markers. Goodness gracious, I already have tons of stitch markers. It's okay. We'll be fine. If there's at least one pattern in here that I make, which look at that dress. If there's at least one pattern in here I make, it was worth it. We'll save that for an inspiration on a Monday, right? We're just gonna hold that aside. Oh, look at the lemons. There's a little necklace with lemon slices. Oh, that reminds me of the keychain that Paige Loves Pumpkins made for me. Ooh, I got a pattern. And then I started wandering into aisles that weren't really yarn aisles. And I found some hidden yarn stuff. Hold on, let me check the price before I get on here. I believe they were, yeah, these were 20 cents. I don't know. Big twist. It's a hook. It's a needle. When I'm doing the amigurumi and I want to do the jointed arms with the 2 buttons, and I got to take a yarn and I got to go through one side and out the other side. That is super long. Okay, it won't go through me, but I mean, how big of a plush am I making? I just thought it was neat. It was affordable. We got 2 in case we absolutely love them and we want another one. So they're called Locker Hook Tool. As I was standing there, I was thinking of all kinds of incredible items. So right now I'm working on a sundress, and I need to run elastic in the back little loops of some half double crochets, and I want to do a top waistband and I want to do a slightly lower waistband. And my elastic is thin. It will fit in that little needle end. It'll fit in that little needle end. And then I could just run that through. I know I could use a really long upholstery hook or something, but these were 20 cents. They're crochet related. Can you hold on to those for me? I have a little, you're sitting on the cart, on my whip cart, and I have a little basket that hangs off the side of it. I'm going to keep those in there. So you have to remind me when I'm looking for those, what I was doing and where I put them. We have a couple other fun things. They printed a yellow receipt. I think they were running out of the white paper. So back to my Hooked on Wishing crochet hoodie sweater that I'm making. I wanted something kind of, I was thinking of crocheting one of those doily pieces for the back, but I was thinking the front looked really plain and they had a big twist patch. There's my loudmouth tuna cat. He's either got his mouth wide open and he's banshing up and down the hallways, or he's asleep. That's a fun little thing about me. Every cat I've ever had, and I've always had a cat in my life, they've always been orange and white. So this could be any of my Kit Kats. But it has that little granny circle that I crocheted off of the Granny Life mug. I actually wrote down the pattern and crocheted it off of it. That's not crocheted. That's definitely just embroidered on there. So that's for my my crochet hoodie. And then when I put things in my little free library, or when I make a little something and I gift it, I like to use the organza bags. And they had purple. So there's 8 in a pouch. And they were 80 cents a piece. So that was even cheaper than the $1.25 tree. That's it. I have absolutely zero plans on visiting any other Joann's. I didn't plan on going to any of the Joann's for the big bang end of the big show kind of thing. But I didn't want to just head right home, and there was some Joann's and they got those deep discounts right now. I had fun. I got tons of souvenirs. I had a great trip. Got to see some Joann's that are off my regular beaten path. So let's see. I went to the one in Concord, which would be mine. I went to the one in Oxnard. I went to the one in Glendale. And I went to the one in Santa Clarita. I'm done. Joann's is closing up shop in just a few short days. I didn't break the bank. I didn't go outside of any crazy, didn't have a budget. So I guess I stayed in my budget. Is that the way that works? Well, thank you for visiting with me. I hope that you were able to go to a Joann's and get a couple little goodies to help remember our dear sweet friend Joann. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.